Hi, my name is Deltavier and welcome back to my channel. This is Small Fry Budgets, and this is where I talk about and show you all my budgeting process. I do videos on net worth, on my credit score, and like today's video, I'll be talking about my sinking funds for the month of August. I'm in my budgeting journal, a very simple lined paper journal that I got from Rite Aid. I think I paid about $12 for it, and I like it. It works for me. So this is the spread and my little scrap paper for today. This is where we left off with my August sinking funds. If you're new here, my sinking funds are 99.9% electronic. So I keep them in my Ally high yield savings account, and it just works for me. I like the option to accumulate a little bit of interest every month, and I just prefer to keep high amounts of cash like in the bank where it's going to be safe and secure. The exception to that is going to be my electronic sinking fund, just because the way Ally is set up, you are allowed 10 buckets or sinking funds, and so this was just the 11th one for me, so I went ahead and made that one cash. No big deal. So let me go ahead and get you all caught up. I think what I'm going to do is just go one fund at a time, and then when I get to a fund that has some transactions, we'll go ahead and update that, and I'll tell you what I took out. So let me go ahead and try to zoom you in a little bit so you can all see. I hope you're all doing well. There's so much going on. Please take care of yourself. I'm a little bit tired myself, got a lot going on, but we are gonna push through. Okay, so for my electronic sinking fund, I did not take anything out. I'm gonna go ahead and put 0 there. So my balance is $90. And what I'll do is I'm gonna go ahead and post a screenshot of my balances and put that on my Instagram account, so you'll be able to reference that. I'll probably do that sometime Monday or Tuesday when it hits those accounts. So be on the lookout for that, and I'll link my Instagram down below. My taxes, of course, I have not taken anything out because these are taxes for 2020. So the ending balance is going to be $13.44 plus $3.36, and that's $16.90. And the reason, again, if you're new here, why I'm taking out taxes is because I received a little bit of unemployment for part of this year, and so I had to take out taxes for that. So I was taking out about 25% of each of those checks. In addition to that, I am going to be doing some side work, so I'll have to take out taxes and future paychecks for that work. 2022 is a joint sinking fund between me and my husband. We haven't started contributing to it just yet. It starts in September. But this is for a big move we are planning in the year 2022. All right, my clothing sinking fund. This one, let's see. My ending balance, this one is tricky, right? So my ending balance, I'll start here, is $30 in this fund. And what happened with clothing is I took out part of the money to cover an Apple Watch that I got on Back Market and some accessories for the Apple Watch. So I took it part from here, part from Treat Yourself, and then part from like a miscellaneous savings account, because I just felt like it was, I don't know, the smart thing to do at the time. So it's going to be a little bit weird, but just bear with me. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is let me write this in chronological order, actually. So when I closed out my July sinking fund, I did not include one transaction from my travel sinking fund. I'm going to go ahead and write that now. And that amount was for $25.90. And that was an Uber. At the time, I did not have a vehicle, so we 100% relied on Ubers and Lyfts, and so that was that, and that's why we had that sinking fund. But there's additional transactions from my travel account, so I'll update the balance and adjust a bit. But for clothing, the amount I ended up taking out was $58.55, which isn't bad. And I'm gonna say Apple Watch. It's technically, I mean, obviously it's not clothing, but that's just what I chose to do. So, as you can see, took out 58 and 55. So yeah, I just chose to take it out of there because I wasn't using that. And then travel, let's do my additional travel transactions. So also on August 9th, we actually took travel, and this was for the amount of $38.35, and this was actually for car rental, like half of that amount. Half of the car rental, I paid half and my husband paid half. And then we also had on 8/11, I'm not sure what was going on. We were doing a lot of traveling in early August for whatever reason. We took out $19.24, and that was Uber. And then on 8/21, let me just double check. So I got 8/9, I got 8/11, I got 7, yeah. So 8/21, another Uber. And this was for the amount of $474. Okay. So when you add all of that up, see how much in total, I took out from my travel fund, plus this 38.35, plus 1924, plus 4.74. So in total, looks like I spent $88.23. So, 81.42 plus 5 plus 10 minus the 88.23 should leave me with 819, and that is correct. Now, for my travel sinking fund, I have decided to convert this to a car maintenance sinking fund, and that's simply because we now have a car. We recently purchased a car about a week ago, so we're not really using this for Ubers anymore. So I'm just gonna make this a car maintenance sinking fund, and we'll talk about that a little bit further down. So Christmas is next, and of course I haven't taken anything out for Christmas. So that ending balance is going to be $920. I'm like so shook that I have this much saved up in my Christmas sinking fund. This is amazing. My goal, I think, is around $1,200, so I'm almost there. Our plan A is to go to Trinidad for Christmas. That's why I'm saving so much. If we're not able to do that, our plan B is kind of just to stay local and then use some of that money to buy gifts for my family and possibly put the rest in our savings and or towards debt. So that is that. I didn't take anything out of my mom's sinking fund, so that ending balance was $525. Medical. I feel like I did spend something on medical, and so it won't be in order after all, but that's okay. So medical, I bought vitamins, and that came to about $11. And that is all I spent on my medical. So my ending balance is plus 20, plus 10, minus 11. Is that right? I feel like this is off, but this 25, 45, 55, and I just spent, okay. So I spent 11. If it's wrong, I will update it later on for you all. Sorry about that. Treat yourself. Again, like I said, I took part of my Apple Watch money that was due. The total for that was about, I think I wrote it down. I think it was about 300. So I took roughly half from these sinking funds and then the other half from my miscellaneous savings. So for treat yourself, I spent $60 from this, and the remainder was 10, and that was also on the same day. So treat yourself, 60. I'm gonna say Apple Watch, and no regrets on this. My other like, what is it called, sport watch or fitness tracker was, was not, that was great. It still works, but this one just has more features, and I'm trying to be more active, so felt like it was a good investment. Okay, moving along. Oh, so treat yourself. I did want to say this is a sinking fund I chose to dissolve. This is because I needed to make room for the car sinking funds that I'm creating. So I turned travel into my car maintenance. Treat yourself is going to be our car insurance sinking fund. So in the future, you won't be seeing those listed. You'll see car maintenance and car insurance. Moving on, vacation sinking fund. Of course, we haven't taken anything out, but I actually need to update this for both vacation and baby. These are two joint sinking funds. I actually added $20 or $30 the first paycheck instead of 20. So I'm gonna go ahead and update those numbers. 30 and 30. So 130 plus 30 plus 125, nothing taken out. That leaves me with 185. And this is 188. And I'll just add, let's see, 10, 20. So 586 plus 20. So this is 606 here. Is the total that I contributed for paycheck 1. For paycheck 2, let me see. It was 218.75. The other thing out, so down here, paycheck 2, we did add to our car sinking funds, and I just combined them here. So car insurance, we actually added $37.50, so that's $18.75 per person per paycheck. And maintenance, we added 20. That's how we get the $57.50. And of course, nothing was taken out. And so I'm gonna just go ahead and add up my ending balance for you all in all of our sinking funds. And again, I will put a screenshot for you on my Instagram when this posts. It takes like 2 business days sometimes for it to transfer if I do it like on a Friday. So it should post, I think on the 31st. So I'll go ahead and update that if you're curious. And 188. So that looks like, nope, plus 57.50. So it's about $3,738.24. And that's usually what I keep in my account, which is why I don't want to keep that in cash in my house. It's quite a bit of money. Just going back and double checking the numbers, make sure I'm right. I hope you all are doing well. And let me know how your sinking funds are going. If you utilize sinking funds, I have found them to be pretty much a lifesaver. So I will never not have sinking funds. Basically, if there's one thing I learned on this budgeting journey, is the power of sinking funds, because it's like in the past, I would know that these expenses are coming, but I would just say, oh, I'll just take it out of that paycheck, and then it would be a struggle, right? So it's nice to kind of save a little bit at a time so that I don't have to worry about it. So that is the total amount, my ending balance for my August sinking funds. And overall, I think it was a pretty decent month. Yeah, I just look forward to what September brings and sharing with you all how we start contributing to our 2022 account sinking fund. So let me know if you have any questions. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate all of the support. Thank you to all of my new subscribers. I do my very best to also subscribe and watch your videos. I love the budgeting community. You guys are awesome. And continue to stay safe out there. Have a great weekend, and I will see you real soon with my debt update. You do not want to miss that.